Hey guys, Marshall from Limited Resources, and we're drafting. They decided to give us a little more time for Rise of the Eldrazi, and who am I to deny them that? That said, we're also on the beta, as you can see. I've been using it a lot more recently. They made some changes, and it's getting better and better. It's still not as stable as I'd like. Crashes every once in a while, more than version 3. But it's getting a lot better, and you know it's coming. So we're going to have to take a look at it and get used to it. So let's take a look at what we've got here. There's Tuk Tuk the Explorer for our rare. He's not that great, though. He's actually pretty decent, though. He does die. And he's worth looking at. There's also a Dawnglare Invoker and a Knight of Cliffhaven. I like those a lot, too. I think we'll just go with Tuk Tuk, though. He's kind of cool. 1/1 with haste, but when he dies, he becomes a 5/5. Makes the game for your opponent. It can be kind of tough. Let's see what we have in this next pack. What does this mean? We'll wait. Seems responsive to me. Okay, so there's some decent stuff in here. There's a Soulbound Guardians, which is a card I like quite a bit, especially in the Walls deck that we saw last week. There's also a Battle Rattle Shaman, which is a properly aggressive card. Lava Fume Invoker can be pretty nice in that realm as well. I'm actually going to take the Battle Rattle Shaman. I'm going to try to be aggressive here. I like the aggressive deck in this format. Well, I mean, the deck I like is obviously not that, but I like the Walls deck. But this one does a pretty good job of attacking as well. Let's see here. McKinney Griffin. This could be interesting. We could do this. We don't have to take it now anyway, but that could be our deck. Otherwise, there's McKinney Griffin, which is really good. Prophetic Prism or Zulaport Enforcer. Zulaport Enforcer is not that great. There's a key number on these levelers that you have to look at. It's the level up cost. The mana cost of the creature is kind of secondary to that. It's really about the level up cost, and 4 is the line where you're much less interested in those than you were before. I'm going to take this McKinney Griffin, though. I like that card. 2 is where you want to be with these, and then you can get up to. I'm talking about the levelers again, by the way. And then if they're 3, that's acceptable. But 4 is where you're kind of like, better be really good. Some of them are. I'm going to slam this Vendetta here. Hellion Eruption's pretty good. Sack all creatures you control, and you get that many 4/4s. Downside being, of course, that you need creatures. Like if you have the deck that has a bunch of Emrakul's Hatchers and stuff, then you can just puke out tons of creatures and get good value from this. They're not really sweeper in the format, so you can really you're pretty safe to get good value out of it. But man, it's tough to set up. And Vendetta is just like one of the best removal spells in this format, so I'm going to take it. Nomad's Assembly is interesting. Put a 1/1 white core soldier creature token for each creature you control, but it also has rebound. So you don't actually need to do that much. I mean, if you have 2 or 3 dudes, you get double that, and then when it comes back, you get to double that again. So it can get out of hand. I mean, if you have 1 or 0 creatures, it's pretty unexciting. In fact, it's just really bad. But beyond that, it gets pretty sweet. What else do we have for options? No black cards in this pack. Only 1 red card. It's an Ogre Sentry. Like I said, I like it, but it's not great. Yeah, let's take this Nomad's Assembly. I mean, there's really not much going on here. Let's see here. Battle Rampart. There's a Nest Invader. That's pretty late Nest Invader. There's also a Totem Guide Heartbeast, which we don't have anything to grab yet. A Stomper Cub, which is a good green card, but I like Nest Invader better. Bloodthorn Vampire, Yeah, I'm just going to take this Nest Invader. We're kind of still open here, obviously. Like, we haven't really committed to anything quite yet. Not sure why I keep saying that. It seems fine to me. It's a little choppy, but it's always like that. Let's see here. Nothing really exciting out of this pack either, unfortunately. There's a Lagak Lizard. I guess I will go ahead and take a Ray Bombardment here. Oh, here we go. Wait, I guess it is lagging a bit here. Alright, I'm going to take this Arrogant Bloodlord. It's only our second black card, but it's a pretty strong one. And I like this guy if we're going to be red-black. Alright, looks like we might be doing the Raid Bombardment deck here. We really do need to pick up more token producers, though, if we're going to do it. Goblin Tunneler is kind of cool. It combos with some stuff. It combos with Battle Rattle Shaman, and it combos with Bloodthrone Vampire. You can wait till the trigger's on the stack for Battle Rattle Shaman. Oops, I missed my pick somehow. I was just too busy talking, I guess, but frankly, these aren't that important. Anyway, Goblin Tunneler, you can give Bloodthrone Vampire unblockable, and then you can sack a whole bunch of stuff and get in for a ton of damage. You can wait till the trigger goes on the stack here, give whatever you're going to give, as long as it's 2 power or less, unblockable, and then the trigger resolves, and now you're getting in for a lot more damage. Nice little combos. Yeah, Raid Bombardment's an interesting card. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to the defending player. So it just starts adding up. But you need creatures that make more creatures to make it work. Because remember, this isn't a creature. This doesn't do any of those things on its own. It requires you to have other stuff that does it. So that's the hard part. What's down here? Oh, Event Sentinel. That's nice. Out of these cards, so Hedron Field Purist is a big problem for our deck, but whatever. Let's just not worry about it. There's a Stagger Shock and a Corpse Hatch. Those are the ones that we're kind of looking at, and I'm going to take the Stagger Shock here. Corpse Hatch is nice. It just destroys any non-black creature, and it does make some dudes, which is really good for a deck like this, actually. Maybe I should consider that. But also, Stagger Shock is cheaper and goes to the face, and that's really good. It just clears stuff out of the way and just gets in there, and that's really good. So I'm still just going to take it. I just think it's that much better of a card. All right. Rapacious One. Goblin Tunneler, Gloom Hunter, both would totally go into this deck, but Rapacious One is exactly what I was talking about. It's the kind of thing we want to get these big amounts of creatures going to make Raid Bombardment good if we end up playing them. I'm going to take this Cadaver Imp. It's just a good value card. It triggers Raid Bombardment. It's good with Battle Rattle Shaman, and it just gets value guys back. I'll take as many Battle Rattle Shamans as I can get, by the way. It's actually just a really good card in a deck like this. Ooh, Flame Slash? Jeez. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, Invoker might make the... Actually, Invoker would make the cut in the deck. Same with Gloom Hunters. Probably Wrap in Flames, Prophetic Prism, but I'm not going to pass a Flame Slash. That card's awesome. Cheap, effective removal that kills really big stuff. I mean, 4 is a lot. Okay. So the pick here is Null Champion. It's in that mid-range, like I said. It costs 3 to level up. Becomes a highly aggressive 4/2. So, yeah, we'll take it. It's a 2-drop as well. Any 2-drop that can have 4 power is pretty nice. I mean, it's sort of nice because you play it on turn 2. It's a 1/1. You say go. If your opponent stumbles or doesn't do anything right away, man, you just level it up and hit them for 4, and you can feel pretty good about that turn. All right, what do we have here? Spore Cap Spider's an issue. Shrivel can be, but not a big deal. Yeah, none of these are really good. None of these are good for us, and very few are good against us, are really great against us. So I'm just going to take this Spider because I think it's probably the best against us. More junk. There's just nothing for our deck. Literally no cards in either of our 2 colors. So if that's the case, then we probably just take a Warmonger's Chariot. Yeah, because we can play it. Like, it's not great in our deck, but we could play it, so... we'll take another 2-drop here. I think I like it better than Surreal Memoir in a deck like this. Surreal Memoir is kind of a fun card, but we just need to hit on curve creatures, aggressive stuff. We really want more of these Battle Rattle Shamans, but we haven't seen any. Okay. We lost our connection, which sucks because that was actually a good pack for us. There was 2 different cards. There was a Last Kiss, which we would take, or the Explosive Revelation, which we'd also like. And it doesn't look like we're going to get either of them unless we get lucky and Magic Online auto picks it for us. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we got it. Sweet. Oh, man. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, we're logging back in. Yeah, these stability issues are... they're a problem, for sure. All right, we just got an Ancient Stirrings. All right. Probably wasn't much for us in that pack anyway. Whatever. Oh, sure. Valakut Fireboard is actually kind of sweet. See what it does? Whenever... I can't show you, but whenever it attacks, you switch its power and toughness. So, can we think of a combo with that? All right, let's see what we get here. Ooh, Lighthouse Chronologist. That guy's good. Wow, this is a stacked pack. Okay, so let's take a look. We're not going to play the Lighthouse Chronologist. It's really good, and I would love to play it, but we cannot. So, let's ignore it. That leaves us with Forked Bolt, Flame Slash, Lagak Lizard, or another Goblin Tunneler. There's also a Skeletor Worm, a Gloom Hunter. So there's a lot of stuff. We can definitely hope to get something back out of this pack, which would be awesome. I feel like we want Flame Slash or Forked Bolt and hope to wheel the Tunneler. So the question is Forked Bolt or Flame Slash? And I think the answer is Flame Slash. I mean, Forked Bolt's nice because it can go to the face, but our deck is going to be all creatures, and we just want to keep the way clear as much as possible, and so that's why I'm going to take that one. Ooh, a Pestilence Demon. It's a huge, expensive creature, but it's really good, and it completely cleans up. Dude, is there anything else that we want out of this pack? No. So we're just going to take it. We also can't... I mean, we could probably beat it pretty easily, but... probably just going to take an Inquisition here. There's really no red cards for us. There's really not much. This Guard Gomazo is annoying against us, but Inquisition might actually make the cut for us. Ooh, there's a Battle Royale Shaman. That's what I was hoping to see. That is definitely what we want. Let's move this out. Move this one out. You're out of here. Yeah, I hope we get that Tunneler back. That would be awesome. All right. Dread Drone, Artisan of Kozilek, Kiln Fiend, Heat Ray. Heat Ray being kind of the obvious removal type pick. If we want to get up into the 5 drops and higher range, the Dread Drone does a nice job of making our raid bombardments good. Still not sure that we're going to run them. Artisan of Kozilek is just one of the best top-end creatures in the format. It's a 2-for-1 when you cast it almost every time, and then it's also a 10-9 with Annihilator 2. The card is extremely powerful. It's also very expensive, and I think we're going to kind of hope to beat decks that play that card. So it's really between Dread Drone and Heat Ray for me. Leaning towards Heat Ray just because, hey, it's more removal and you can really never have enough. Yeah, I'll take it. Stagger Shock, Groteg, Siege Runner, Revelation Wrap. Well, geez, if I know I'm going to get all these Stagger Shocks, I probably would have taken that other, the 4-1. I'm going to take the Null Champion here. Kiln Fiend actually gets pretty darn decent in a deck like this. You play it on turn 2, you Flame Slash their guy, you get in for 4, and you keep doing that. But I'm gonna still try to just keep this deck a little bit more consistent than that. The problem is, of course, if they kill your Kiln Fiend, your whole plan falls apart often. Or if they just play a 2-2 that you can't kill or something, and they just block forever. These packs have not been that good for us in the late part here. All right. This is good news. We did get the Goblin Tunneler, and we're definitely taking it over the 2-1 flyer. because we want those to go along with our Valakut Fireboar. Another Raid Bombardment. I don't even know if we're going to run the other two, but I guess we'll take it because there's not much else. I guess I could take this. Yeah, I'll just take this. We're not running 3 Raid Bombardments, I don't think, in any case. Yeah, sure. Soft Shade also combos well with the Goblin Tunnelers. Yeah, we might run that one. Like, if we end up cutting the Raid Bombardments, which we might not. We might actually run him. Night Haze we can bring in. We're not really looking to like cycle through cards. We're just looking to play out our hand, basically. Yeah, lots of tricks with the Goblin Tunnelers. We can make this guy unblockable and then level him up. We can make the Kiln Fiend unblockable and then play some stuff. I'm definitely going to run that Kiln Fiend. I like just having the one of like there's decks that want four or 5 of them, so you always have a turn 2 Kiln Fiend and just kind of make them answer it. But those are usually blue and red. This guy could probably sit in the board. This deck is probably just better than the deck with him in it. I mean, he's really good. I think what I can probably do is sideboard him in if we feel like the game is bound to go very long, like if our game plan is not going to work. Then we can bring him in, because we just didn't really find a great way to get up to that stage. Okay, so let's see what we're looking at here. Another card we can consider running is this Warmonger's Chariot. Yeah, it's a little clunky. 3 to equip isn't exactly aggressively costed, but creatures do get +2/+2, and that can, I mean, you know, when you're running a bunch of little small creatures like this, that can get out of hand pretty quickly. That said, I think we'll probably just start it off in the board and probably just run this. Double Raid Bombardment's a little sketchy here. We're really looking to take advantage of Battle Rattle, Shaman, Goblin, Tunneler, that kind of interaction a lot more than Raid Bombardment. We can certainly cut one. We could even cut both. Yeah, maybe Raid Bombardment's not good in this deck at all. Again, like one of the good things about having a couple of Raid Bombardments is like you play them out and then you hit an Emrakul's Hatchery, you make 3 tokens, and then you attack and they take 6 and they're just dead. Like they don't even get to blocks or anything like that. And we don't have that here, though. We just don't. So maybe we cut Raid Bombardment. And we look at running the Chariot just for attack value. And then maybe the Inquisition. Just take out pesky creatures and such. Or maybe even just the Night Haze. Something like that. Night Haze just gets us through our deck a little bit. Not really what this deck wants to do, but it's also not that bad. Something like this could be good. Come on, get over there. No? Alright. What if I put you here? Oh, you want to go there. You'll go there. You'll go there. You'll go there. Hey! Just wanted to climb the ladder. Alright, let's run this and see what we can do with it. This looks like a pretty even split here. We want early black and early red. Yeah. Looks like red a little bit more so we'll go with the 9/8 on red here. I like this button. The button looks cool. Hey, that's what Magic Online suggested as well. All right, submit. Let's see what it can do.